First off, I want to thank the Eastern Oregon Regional Airport because they've lent us their runway today, boys. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the vlog. We are racing the SSC Tuatara today. The SSC Tuatara is on a truck from Washington State headed here to race me for my YouTube channel against my Bugatti Veyron. This is gonna go down as the single most epic thing we have ever done in the history of the channel. You guys know for the past 3 months, I've been overly obsessed with the SSC Tuatara. We're gonna see the car today. We're gonna go flat out on a runway with the founder, Jared Shelby, and then we're gonna race it against my Bugatti Veyron. So I reached out to SSC about 3 or 4 weeks ago, told them I was buying the Veyron. I was like, is there any chance we could line up the two cars? And sure enough, here we are. Like, Jared Shelby is bringing his Tuatara to race me for my YouTube channel and my Bugatti Veyron. That truck is incredible. It's a double-decker. I need something like that. Oh my goodness, there she is. Legit, I'm getting like the chills right now. Never in a million years did I think we'd be filming this video on my YouTube channel of my Veyron against the Tuatara. Oh my goodness, we have entered the alien spaceship, the Tuatara. This is not a prototype car, boys. This is an actual production car number 1. Massive shout out to the owner for letting us use the car today. Go follow him on Instagram, CF Charity Show right here, link below. Thank you so much. Your car is beautiful, sir. I'm starting to get kind of sort of nervous. Like, we have an active runway at our disposal. We're racing the Tuatara. How did this happen today? So it's 6,300 feet in length. Obviously, we need a nice braking zone because the last thing we want to do is put any car in the thickets. It's a beautiful day, and that would be a bad day. This is going to be a cold startup on a Tuatara. We're talking 1,750 horsepower. Can I get a God bless America? We have Jared Shelby himself, the founder of SSC. Dude, thanks for having me.
Absolutely.
This is going to be unreal. Let's do it. This is going to be kind of sort of embarrassing. We're going to do a cold start on the Veyron. Obviously, the Tuatara sounds incredible. There's a lot of people here, so it just doesn't sound good. It's got 4 turbos, but it sounds like a vacuum. The Veyron's running right now. If you listen, you got to listen really, really closely. You can kind of sort of hear it. That Tuatara is like deathly loud. Look at this thing. It looks absolutely unreal, boys. Like, I cannot wait for you guys to see a Tuatara in person. It just has so much presence. You can just feel the speed just looking at this car and hearing this car. This is wild, absolutely wild. We're getting escorted out to the airstrip. So we're gonna get some cool B-roll shots, and then we're gonna race the Camry against the Veyron, and then the Tuatara against the Veyron. This is one for the record books, boys. I don't know how this all came together. So SSC was here in Pendleton doing some testing on the runway, and I found out, I was like, is there any chance I could come film? Could I bring the Bugatti and maybe we could line him up? And they said, sure. Jared is the man, the founder of Shelby. He's going to be racing me today. This is just so epic. Like I was saying earlier, it's somewhat of an active runway, so we can only go when we get clearance. But you guys need the beauty shots, and we got Stephanie, who's the best in the business. So I think we should roll it in 3, 2, 1. What? Wow, okay, so that was like 60% throttle. We're just getting some of that B-roll footage. Yo, that Tuatara, no joke. Dude, boys, we are getting unprecedented exclusive access behind the scenes of the Tuatara. Check that out. 5.9 liter twin turbo, 1,750 horsepower. Wow, just the engineering and the craftsmanship is unreal. You guys just heard this car. It sounds absolutely bonkers. I think at some point Jared's gonna take me for a ride. Maybe. We'll kind of sort of see. We'll see what's gonna happen, but I think it might happen. This car is so sick. Yeah. I need one. Like I said earlier, race number 1 is the Toyota Camry versus the Bugatti Veyron. Just to give you guys a sensation of the speed of the Veyron, because once we go to the Veyron versus the Tuatara, might be a different story. Buddy's driving the Camry. Bro, how you feeling?
I think you're mistaken. I think we got a sleeper here. I'm pretty sure we do.
It's got 6 cylinders.
Yeah, and it's just
how many turbos you got? I got 4.
I think we're doing a 1.9 liter, maybe.
So this is all made up, obviously. Or maybe you know your Camry facts. I'm not sure.
Look, I'm a Camry specialist guy.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. I know a lot of you guys think this is kind of sort of a dumb race, but I just want to give you guys a sensation of the speed of the Bugatti. So we picked a random mid-size sedan, the Toyota Camry. It's got a 6-cylinder. It's not a slow car. It's not a fast car. We got to engage top speed mode, and then we are going full send. We got just over half a mile. Okay, and go. Bye-bye. I got it. Oh, that's 100 miles an hour. This is a nice little warm-up. This is so cool. We need a runway, boys. Wow. That's 150 miles an hour.
For a second there, you thought I had you.
What happened, bro? You got me, like you took off, and then I don't know what happened. You hit the brake?
I topped out at 91 miles an hour.
Maybe that should be the title of today's video.
Yeah.
Testing the top speed of a Toyota Camry rental car. Also, if the rental car agency is watching today's video, we definitely are not doing this. You're not Avis. Wait, what? This is the moment we've all been waiting for. 2008 Bugatti Veyron against the SSC Tuatara. This is unprecedented. The Tuatara has never raced a car in the history of the Tuatara, and we're getting the world's first, boys. Like the Strat fam, the YouTube fam, we are getting it, boys. I love my Bugatti Veyron, and in 2008, this was the benchmark of speed. The Tuatara is going to be the new benchmark of speed. It's going to be so cool to witness this car in full action. Massive shout out to SSC, the owner of this beautiful car. Jared, you ready to rock and roll?
That's some fun.
Let's be safe. See you out there. My heart is starting to pound, boys. This is going to happen. I don't really have an ego. I know that Tuatara is going to wallop me, but this is just fun. This is a good time. I love my Bugatti Veyron. It's just cool to be a part of history, though. Bugatti versus SSC Tuatara. Here we go. Here we go. And... It's that attraction! Yo! We just saw flames! Wow! Look at that thing go! That was crazy. You could feel that car fighting for so much traction.
For sure.
The all-wheel drive of the Bugatti was going, and then once that thing hit like second gear, maybe third gear, it was
outta
gone.
here.
You
Yeah.
could feel it when it grabbed traction. He was just gone. And that flame, you guys probably didn't see it, but like, ooh, doggy. That was one of the coolest things I have ever witnessed in my entire life. We were kind of sort of neck and neck there at the start, all-wheel drive with the Veyron, but as soon as that Tuatara hit like third gear, you could see it grab traction, and it was just gone. Thank you so much for letting me be a part of this.
Absolutely, that was a lot of fun.
Paying for traction there a little bit because all the dust on the runway, because there's been all the ash from all the fires. As soon as you caught traction, you just disappeared.
Yeah. No, it miles an hour and it was go time.
Man, go time. I've ridden in nearly every single car. I can't remember the last time I was excited to ride in the car. We have an open runway. We got 1,750 horsepower. I'm kind of sort of nervous. Mom and Dad, I love you. Here we go, boys. Tuatara. I feel like a 9-year-old kid on Christmas morning right now. Ooh, here we go. This is sick. Okay, we gotta buckle up. This is the coolest thing in the entire of my YouTube channel. Oh my gosh, Jared Shelby in his Tuatara. Thank you so much. This is legendary, boys. The visceral experience, all the glass, the cabin is just so open, and just look back at that engine bay. That's 120. Wow. Gosh. That's 200 miles an hour right there. What? Wow. did not soil myself, but I came close. There's a lot of moisture on this seat. That turbo sound, boys! Like, the spool up and then the blow up. Are you kidding me? You're an absolute legend, Jared. Yo, that's insanity. I wish every single one of you guys could be here to experience this acceleration. Jesus. What is going on? These cars are built in the United States of America. God bless America, in Washington, in the Tri-Cities of Washington, the Tuatara. I don't know how, but some way you guys got to figure out how to ride a Tuatara. It'll change your life. I'm a better person for that. 238, 239 miles an hour in just over a half a mile. Like, think about that for a split second. In just over a half a mile, we went almost 240 miles an hour. We have a brief correction to make. Buddy is reviewing the footage. You saw 242?
I saw 240 to 242. It happened very quickly.
Right.
But that time from 160 to 230,
nothing. Just
wow,
like that.
Just like that. It's so
in
good.
a half a mile, we just did what the McLaren F1 did, which was legendary back in the early 90s. We did that in a half a mile.
That's correct.
Wow. I have to give another massive shout out to the Eastern Oregon Regional Airport. How epic is this, boys? Like, I feel like we're in a top tier episode right now. Never in a million years did I think that I'd be able to drag race my Bugatti against the SSC Tuatara. Massive shout out to all the folks at SSC, to Jared Shelby himself. What an experience. We just went 242 miles an hour in a half a mile. Every single detail on this car is built for absolute speed and maximum aerodynamics. You got the Michelin Pilot Sport Cup 2 tires right there, capable to withstand 240 plus miles an hour. And I just love all the engine work. The detail of that intake box is absolutely crazy. The SSC Tuatara, boys, this is not the last time you guys are going to see this car. I'm telling you, like, the boys at SSC are going to change the game. I'm just trying to put things into perspective right now. Think of legendary cars, the Ferrari F40, the McLaren F1, the Bugatti Veyron. The SSC Tuatara is going to be one of those cars. And we were here, boys, like, the first race ever was against us in a Veyron. Don't forget this day. That car and that man is going to be a legend someday. Enjoy this view of the SSC Tuatara, because the next time you see it, it's going to be on a much bigger stage than mine.
Oh my, this guy sleeping on the job, cracks open a cold one.
I'm exhausted. I've been up since 4 a.m. The physical force that I went through at 240 miles an hour is well deserved.
You need to hydrate.
I do. It's essential. It's just a slow 8-hour drive back to the beautiful state of Utah. But one more massive shout out to the Eastern Oregon Regional Airport for letting us borrow the runway. We also need to eat. How did today happen? That is absolutely crazy. We went 242 miles an hour in an SSC Tuatara on an open runway. Also, one final item. We had a drone guy, and it's very hard to fly a drone above an airport. That's what we discovered. But they're going to build up to 100 Tuataras, starting at right around $1.7 million, which begs the question, what would one look like in purple and white wheels? Stefan and I are going to ponder that for the next 9 hours. But as always, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did like this one, be sure to smash that like button. But just like that, this vlog